Hello everybody and welcome back to another fun commentary of Wander over Yonder, Season 2 episodes 34 and 35 as per usual outro. Yeah. This show's fun. It's great fun. It's entertaining. It's really entertaining. And it's really well produced. Let's get on with the show. That is an interesting stress story, I must say. Something just just a pet that completely mutilates you from time to time. And he uses that as a stress reliever. Well, that's unique to say the least.
Terrible! No! You're the wrong Tim and always will be! My mistake!
Okay, it's a wardrobe. It's a locker team. But no, this actually is pretty cool to see that there's something that Wander actually, Hater actually has an emotional connection to. If it is a bit of an unusual relationship, but still is it is a relationship of sorts that the Hater has, I suppose. If a bit abusive one, and a bit rather off-putting one, but still, it's rather unique. Search for Captain Tim.
Yeah! Oh, sorry, not me.
No, his kind! Arachnomorphs, blood-sucking, acid-spitting beasts that can tear through the hull of your ship like tissue paper for your entire crew.
That's right, Tim!
That is pretty freaking good use of just visuals for jokes. That's I feel like I need to just reinforce the idea how freaking well the editors of the show actually do their job with or animators, I suppose, should be credited for that. I mean, editing and both editors and animators can do that job, but still, that's fantastically well done. I mean, actually, the earlier transition from that skull face to Hater actually was also a pretty freaking well done transition. Just having a really good visual trick to it. I just want to say that it was pretty fantastic. I haven't praised the show enough for that, though. So yeah.
Name's Ripov. I've been tracking the trail of mayhem.
Oh, sorry, that was the whole thing.
Callbacks. The robot arm. Callback. That. I didn't expect that they'd actually keep that in. That's cool.
Try this. Hey, careful, that's his favorite squeepy beepy.
Morphs don't have a favorite. Tried to take my arm with it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah?
Jeez, that's quite brutal. Just like, oh my goodness, how do you still move your arm after that?
Wander ruined my invasion of Cameron, so came a fetch on C. Saronica 5!
That's quite the interesting competition to have. Who has been more viciously assaulted by these kinds of creatures? That's off, to say the least. Oh, that. Yeah, I suppose Lord Hater is actually quite the powerful one. It's good to get a reminder of that he is really strong. Yeah, you sometimes I do forget that sometimes.
Come to Dada! Okay. Oh, Tim, you always brighten up a bad day.
That is quite the shocking end. Okay, So, first of yeah, before moving on to the second episode, okay, first of all, yeah, Hader is pretty strong now that you think about it. He is not only like really powerful, and of course that's what we've seen, but also as a skeleton, yeah, I suppose he is quite durable as well. Like, he can be literally decapitated without any problems. How do you kill him without disintegrating him completely? Yeah, like, it's really freaking durable. But the most interesting thing about that episode is, wow, these creators actually could easily go for a horror series and could easily create a rather terrific, like a terrific horror series quite easily. Because they really show that they do have skill for that sort of ambience as well. And although the show really is more comedy-centric, it does have good moments of that the tinges of horror there quite well. Even if it doesn't want to focus on that. But still, it's pretty impressive, I must say. And that's pretty good. I quite like it. Okay, let's get on.
Terror and despair. So let's orbital on out of here and see.
Wander.
Also, it's pretty good that they paired these two episodes together, because they are both rather horror-centric episodes. That's pretty good. They are pretty good things to pair up together, and that's pretty neat, I'd say.
Nothing in this forest could possibly be as terrifying as Dominator destroying the entire... Seriously, what are you so afraid of? Come on! Wander?
So Yonder has control over the quantum space-time mechanics, and he can literally freeze himself in space-time. That is unexpectedly powerful for him to control the natural laws of physics to such an extent that is rather magnificent, I must say, and those powers, if harnessed correctly, could easily be used to take down Dominator. Although it's more just a visual gag. I'm a sucker for a good Wilhelm scream, and that was a pretty good use for a random, out-of-nowhere Wilhelm scream. It's been a while since I've heard it, and the show hasn't used it before, I think. I might be wrong on that, but I don't remember the show ever using it, so it's slightly upload-worthy.
Oh, don't worry, that's just a Wilhelm. Okay, look. Behind you!
That is pretty freaking good animation, I must say. That's just... It's obvious, but that... It's so indistinct, it's so mysterious. God damn, the animators and creators of the show just do a good job at making like such a mysterious and a foreboding mood. It's really proficient, I must say.
There's nothing around here except your best bud, and I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. Got it?
That was a freaking fantastic sequence. Actually, it almost gave me the chills, but I was more fascinated with how proficiently they actually made a genuinely creepy mood for a comedy parody show. That's... I mean, the show has had really good moments of actual alien horror at moments, and now they put it up to 11. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, they actually could contain a couple references to a couple of things, which is just fantastic. And more, I'm just fascinated with how freaking well that was all just edited and shot together. God damn, this is a freaking good episode. I'm genuinely like impressed at how they are making this all seem so actually kind of mysterious and creepy. Although I'm more fascinated than creeped out, but still.
Maybe you need some.
Oh man, come on! Celia?
That is a just it's been a while since they have taken literal jabs at a conventions of a certain genre of media, and this is a pretty good, taking a lot of jabs and inspirations and basically making a parody of just horror genre just in general, but also utilizing all of its strengths to a magnificent degree. Of course, it's still more entertaining and funny than anything else. Okay, debatable, because honestly, if I did not have these two spotlights on me right now, this would actually be kind of genuinely creepy. That's just really well done. But still, it's also pretty funny at the same time, so it's good to see the show once again taking a closer look at a certain media or certain genre and just making just such a mockery of it.
I'm obviously still dreaming.
God damn it. Okay. Oh my god. So, the first episode certainly was just a fun little showcase of how the show can actually use, or the creators can easily channel the powerful side effects of just alien horror or alien concepts of just in general cosmical, or just general, the potential of space setting and alien creatures to utilize it, utilized in horror, to create horror. That's a pretty good showcase for it. But otherwise, it didn't really focus so much on the horror aspect as much as it focused on making fun of it. Whereas the second episode, holy hell, that was actually genuinely well done horror. Even though they still made it as so really light-hearted, while still like it was still self-aware that it was trying to be a comedy, or it is a comedy and a parody of horror just in general. And this show actually still utilized horror cliches and tropes really well. For goodness sake, it even ended with a freaking jump scare. And a good one at that. But it had both subtlety and overt signs that were utilized so well that it had a genuine moment of horror there. I was just flabbergasted and just staring open mouth agape at how masterfully well that episode was done, because it was just so freaking well done. Just horror, just in general. I'm, as someone who really, really loves horror and loves to be spooked out, it was really, really well done. Of course, it wasn't the most horrifying things, it wasn't the most scariest things ever, but that's because it doesn't try to be, but it showcases how easy horror is done, with how easy horror is to do, is how easy horror is when you know the cliches and you utilize them properly. With just proper discipline, you can easily create horror type of mood and make it really effective. Or I suppose the creators, animators, and the storytellers of the writers of the story of the show are just so talented that they can easily just pull a complete 180 and make the show surprisingly horrifying. That's a really good episode. I love that. And yet it also still had the same profound message that the show has actually preached on for quite a while, which is the power of friendship and trusting in one another. And it also played on the little concept of horror that I really do like, which is the power of your imagination, the power of your mind, and how much horror only holds power in your mind if you let it have power. And that's also pretty cool, and that is basically the whole premise behind the episode. That's cool. It's a very well done horror episode. I don't know how else to explain it, but it just uses everything about horror well. And it was subtle, and at the same time it was so overt that you knew what was going on. What I really admire about it was that it didn't go for jump scares as much as it went for just really being subtle, I'd want to say, even if it wasn't really the most subtle thing ever, but still. It's just a freaking... God damn, it's a masterpiece of an episode. That's a good, freaking good episode. I hope this was aired on just Halloween, because that is such a well done horror episode. How in the hell do some filmmakers just botch it completely when they just these guys just without a problem just far out created a 10-minute long episode of just very well paced horror with a lot of good ups and downs in the just genuine tension of the episode, and having a really good climax there, as well as having just a really good finale. It's just how do some people mess it up so badly when these guys just created it really, really well with a parody show? I'm flabbergasted and amazed at how talented the people behind this show are. I hope that they really went on have moved on. I could actually do some research on this. I hope that they actually move on to a horror series after this, because they are really talented people. Obviously, they are so freaking good at this, and I really want to see them do horror, because just they do it so well here. Holy hell. And they even know how to relieve tension in the middle of the scares and spooks to make it more effective later. It's just a really good, it's a well done horror episode. God damn. They did it really well. They had even really freaking good pacing in the episode. I'm just amazed. I'm just enjoying this show far too much. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll hope to see you all in the future. Have a great day and stay awesome. Can move out. Thank you very much for watching.